When I joined Streetlight in 2016, that is when we opened our first primary, of which is GP Park Primary. I knew that I am going to serve in a community like this. So I prepared myself before coming here. I told myself that I will do it. I am motivated by challenges. I will do it, and I will do it for those children who really needs me.
Most of our learners, I think we have about 40% of our learners do not have South African documents. This is because most of them are coming, their parents don't have documents. They came to Joburg, to South Africa, to look for a better life.
Most of the parents with the kids who are attending Streetlight schools are struggling. They are not working, it's difficult for them to put food on the table, and hence it affects the lives of our children who are coming here to school every day.
Our kids would come to school and they would be hungry. So as a school, we would then feed the students. So we would give them breakfast and lunch. With the school closing down because of lockdown, it meant that the students were able to have lunch and breakfast at school, no longer had access to all that.
So even before we left for lockdown, what happened as a school was we managed to fundraise and get some money to do for food parcels for like about 30 parents that were already struggling, to say at least that will push you for those 21 days until the kids come back.
And something that really impressed me was the way in which our teachers and our community understood that the first things that were going to be needed was social support. So taking care of our families who were food insecure, knowing how to engage parents and make sure that the community felt supported and drawn in, and then to understand how we were going to approach the planning, implementation and innovation of teaching and learning in this time.
But when lockdown was announced, it meant even school was closed for us. And we now really needed to think on our feet. What's going to be the next thing that we're going to do with our students? We're not going to be able to have them physically in the school, but learning still has to continue for them. So the first thing that we did is we had a meeting with the team leaders of the school, and we then started WhatsApp groups for our students. And on those WhatsApp groups, it was more on let's push out work to our students so that at least they can have learning packs that they can have for the meantime.
So our WhatsApp online learning was new to most parents. Some of them found it very difficult to do online learning with their children. The challenges that they told us that they are facing is that they don't have enough time to be on the phone with their children. They do not have enough data. Some of them did not have gadgets to do online learning in their homes. So as the school, we provided those who really need data to continue with online learning in their homes.
I get the problem for helping my daughter to the homework because I don't have educated.
We've also come across, I would say, at least 20% of our students, student body who do not have smart gadgets. So with WhatsApp, you would need either just a small, small normal phone just to connect on WhatsApp. But most of our 20% of our parents, I would say, do not have that. So as a school, we've had to buy tablets that we would then give to our parents so that all our students are connected. So firstly, for us to ensure that safe social distancing would happen in the school, we had to divide our school up into two, that is into cohort 1 and cohort 2.
So ever since they came back here, they are happy. They're tired of mommy teaching them at home. They're like, this is not how my teacher is teaching me, you're just doing everything wrong.
My favorite part is just learning, nothing else, just learning.
We've looked into that to be like, how best can we ensure that we have a short day which would keep everyone comfortable, especially understanding that it's a new thing to have our students put on a mask the whole day.
So it's very nice for them to be back in school, and for me as a parent to see that they're enjoying their education and they're enjoying coming to school. It's just obviously we still have fears of what ifs, but we can't live in fears. We have to come and live our life as it is.
We have not had to retrench any of our staff, and through the ongoing phenomenal generosity of our supporters, individuals, members of the community, we've been able to keep the community secure and to support where there were needs. As a school in this community, we faced many crises before. Last year we had to close the school down due to the xenophobic violence in the inner city, and through some of these challenges we've learned how to stand together in a crisis and how to be more cohesive, and how to stand more firmly in our values, and that has really stood testament to how we've been able to respond in this challenge. But this would not have been possible if it wasn't for our donors, our supporters, individuals who, instead of saying that this is a difficult time and they didn't know how to support or needed to be more conservative, instead leaned in and said, now more than ever we will support the school, and now more than ever we will help these challenges, and now more than ever we will continue to be there for families in need. And if it wasn't for this, none of this would have been possible. And I just could not be more grateful to the commitment and the generosity of our long-established supporters, and the kindness of strangers in this time. And if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be able to continue. So thank you for making that commitment to staying with us now more than ever.